Hello guys and welcome back to another Animal Ascent video, and in today's video I'm gonna show you how to make just lots of pearls and salt materials. Before continuing, obviously make sure to hit like and subscribe to the channel. Let's start right away. Firstly, we're not going to use tiny task. You'll ask me why? You will see this later on in the video, but for now, how do we macro pearls? And technically the best repetitive macro for pearls would be the infinite mode. At least it would used to be like this. Yeah, it was a big surprise for me in the middle of the recording, but now infinite's not dropping you any pearls. Now infinite drops you max of 3 regular pearls per day, which is absurdly low. But you are here for a reason. This video exists as we can macro pearls not only in the infinite mode, but in other game mode, which is an infinity castle. Yeah, if you want to check how to actually macro the infinity castle, you can go right down by the time code below, but I recommend you to firstly check how do we install that macro and how can we set it up using that example with the infinity mode. As I have edited all of this video already. I don't want to lose any footage possible. We're gonna macro using the Senya macros. I hope I pronounced it right. Why do we want to use Senya macros more than tiny task? As tiny task is very laggy. It can break any moment, and maybe it will be enough to grind an infinite mode. We will not macro only infinite to get soul materials. Again, I will show this later on in the video, but now how do we download the Senya's macros? Firstly, you need to join the Discord server. I have left the link in the description. So we have clicked on a link. Now let's accept the invite. Boom, we are joining the Senya macros. Now we just need to skip the registration part. Let's click I understand. Let's pick Animal Ascent as we want to macro in Animal Ascent. Let's click next. Let's just keep this. Let's read all of the rules. Finish. And now we have successfully joined the server. Now if we'll scroll a bit into the text channels, we'll find that free macro channel. Let's click on it and let's click request access. Now let's choose the Animal Ascent macro. Boom. We're getting the free LS role and we're getting the download link. Let's open it up. Here goes not only Animal Ascent but all other macros, but we just want to download the Animal Ascent, so let's click download. Here you go, we have downloaded the file. Okay, I have extracted my zip file for my disk. Now let's open the Animal Ascent folder and boom, here you go, we have the free LS macro right away. We can just open it. Let's click yes, and we're missing the engine file, engine.dll. What is this? This is a file which we can find in the official server of the Senya macros. Remember the text channel of free macros when we were downloading the macro? Right up in top we have the macro basics channel. Over here you can download the engine.dll. Let's download it, and now let's download it for our Animal Ascent folder. Let's click save. Now we have the engine.dll file, so let's try to open the FreeLS version macro, and boom, we are opening the Senya's macro. Now, what do we do? First, let's start from the easy part. We can choose the story, raids, boss rush or survival. Other game modes are locked as we're using the free version. So let's pick story as infinites are located in story. Now let's pick world 2. Let's not use seamless retry as we don't want to use seamless retry in ALS. It's better to not use it. And the restart after, we don't want to use restarts at all, so we'll place it at 0. Now let's do nothing after macro stops. If we want to do nothing, we can close Roblox, but we want to do nothing. Now we need to enter our private server link. Let's click on this checkbox. Now let's open up Roblox. Let's go for the server spot. You need to create a private server if you don't have one, but I do have one. Let's go for the configure page. Here we have the private server link. Let's just copy it and paste it over here. Nice. We are done with this part, but now how do we do the Discord setting? Sadly, it's a requirement for you. You can't turn on the macro without it, so we need to enter our user ID and webhook URL. If you don't want to use the webhooks, which will ping you if the macro will broke, we can just type anything we want here and we'll just silence those things. But if you actually want to get the webhooks, you need to create a new server for yourself. Let's create it for my own, for me and my friends. Let's create it. Let's go and edit the channel, integrations, and here we have the webhooks. let's create the webhook. We have the spidey board over here, let's click on it, copy webhook's URL, and put it over here. Now let's go and try if the ping's working. Let's test the pin, and boom, as you can see, we're getting pins, then something happens, and we are seeing on the screen what happens with our Roblox. But anyways, I don't want to use it, I'll just put those options here. Now let's finally click done. Let's go. As you can see, the free version allows us to play only first 7 maps. That's all we need. Obviously, if you want to go for other infinites, you need to buy a paid version, which costs like $10, which is not a lot. Again, this paid version will help us later, but for now, how do we turn on this infinite mode? How do we set up this macro? Firstly, let's set up our Roblox. For our Roblox to be good, we need to go for the settings part. We need to turn the graphics quality for 1, background transparency for full, camera and movement mode by default, UI navigation toggle on, and other things are just off. And also, yeah, we need to turn off the full screen. Let it be like this for now. So now let's get back to setting up our macro. How do we even do this? Firstly, it might seem to be very hard, but guys, it's actually easy. First of all, we need to choose that we want to farm the infinite mode, as we obviously want to farm infinite. Now let's choose which map we want to farm. Let's go to the ALS, and I guess it will be the abandoned cathedral. We're getting the soul candy and the soul shards here, so why not? Okay, let's choose the abandoned cathedral. Now we need to understand which team we want to use. Again, to do so, let's check. Abandoned cathedral is the water element, so we want a nature team. Let's use a filter. Let's pick up nature units. Let it be Freerun, Baldi, Vulcan, Canrod, and Ulquiorra, for example. Nice. Now let's reset the filter and put on idle to our team. Now we have the team for the infinite. Let's choose other settings which we need to choose. Let's pick the nightmare mode. So we'll go for the nightmare inf. When the map is clear, we want to retry the map. And now what we want to do, we don't want to add anything. We just want to do a test run. So let's go and do a test run. We're clicking done. Now we're clicking yes. And now as you can see, we don't need to use anything to move anything. Macro will check all of the settings itself. Now it will close the Roblox, open up your browser, which is set up by default. Then it will go for the private server link, it will open up the Roblox, then it will close your browser, which it has just opened. And here you go, we have a Roblox. Now we are loading in, we don't need to move our mouse at all. Roblox will again check all of the settings which we have turned on or turned off. Now it will go for the story and infinite modes. As you can see, yeah, it's kinda suffering with that, but it will retry and then go to the other direction, to the right one. Now it will pick the abandoned cathedral, infinite, the nightmare modes, and we will lock in. You don't even need to move at all. So all we just needed to do, we just turn on the exe file, clicked done, then click start, and we are macroing right away. But for it to be that simple, we need to set up our party, we need to set up our macro. Now when we'll load in, our macro will go for the constant position in which we'll macro every single time, and in this position we'll set our units. As you can see, we're getting notified that we have finished repositioning. Let's click OK. Also, please mind that we don't want to use the auto ready. This is an essential part of macroing. The macro has closed. Anyways, let's open up again. Let's click done. And now we need to set our settings. And here I made a giant mistake. As you might see, I have moved Roblox a bit just for you to see better what I'm doing, but it was a mistake. After a test run, you can touch your Roblox window, as when you are going to make position for your units, it will just break. You'll see this later on in the video, but now let's continue on with the guides to see how do we create a template for our macro. All we need to do is to just click and add action button. Let's click it. Now let's pick the 6th slot, as we want to start out from the farm. Obviously, this is the 6th slot. We're going like this: 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th slot. So let's pick 6th slot. Let's click only one unit, as all of the units are glitched. We don't have like 2 or 3 units, obviously. Priority doesn't matter. Now let's click get position, and now we just need to hover our mouse wherever we want. So let's click get position again, and let's place our idle over here. Nice, we're done with that. Let's click add, and we have added the first comment. the first action. So now let's just repeat. We're clicking add, we're clicking the first slot now, we're clicking only one unit, get position, let's hover it over here as we will place Frieren on the hill. Let's click add. Now let me just do this for the whole team. Nice, we have added all of the units possible. What do we want to do now? As it's an infinite mode and it's extremely hard to lose, we don't want to upgrade our idol, then upgrade our Frieren, then upgrade our Ulquiorra. We will just change the action from being place to being the upgrade. Now let's click add action and we are keeping it like this. We are getting all of the slots, all of the units fully upgraded. Let's click add and now we'll just fully max all of our units. And yeah, with only 6 actions, we are macroing an infinite mode. That's it. We can also use an auto abilities if we want to. I'll use an idle auto ability. You know what? Let's see if macro will broke, if we'll use other abilities. I hope not, but who knows. So yeah, now let's click on our default name. Let's name it Aban, which means infinite mode abandoned. I'm just calling it like this as you can't write a lot. You can also name it like this if you want. Now let's click save and we are saving it for our settings. Now even if we'll go back, now even if we'll turn off the macro, which we can do on this button by the way, so let's click it, boom, we are turning off the macro. When I'll open it up again, click done, we will still have this loadout. So now let's see if we can actually macro this. Let's click done and we'll start our macro. Okay, we have successfully started the game, and as you can see, I have placed my idol. Now I will place my Frieren, and oh, okay, you see, here goes my mistake. If I will zoom out now, you'll see that my Roblox is being on the left top of the screen, but I was setting it up when it was at the middle of my screen, which was my mistake, yeah. So now what we need to do, we want to stop the macro. Let's click restart so we'll not lose. So I did the test run again. Now let's open up our macro, and do we need to do all of this again? Sadly, yeah, as we can change those options, right? We can. You can do all of this again, but I will just open the folder of our macro, open up configs, open up our inf abandon text document. Here you go, we have it right here, and now we can change those numbers very easily. Let's just click add, get position, let's get this position, boom, here you go, here we'll place our idol. You can do it in a normal way, in the way that I have shown you before, but if you are using PC more than 5 seconds, I guess this method would be even faster than any other possible methods, right? So just like this, I have changed all of the units. Now let's just save our text file, let's click load in the macro, and boom, we're loading all of the settings that we have changed. You don't need to do all of this stuff with a text file if you were not dumbass as me from the start and you were getting position for your team when the Roblox is located at the left top of your screen. Now anyways, let's finally stop yapping and let's see if it will work. And now as you can see, our macro is finally working. We are placing idol, now we are placing Frieren till the moment we will place her. It's not a tiny task, we are not losing the opportunity to place Frieren. Macro will know when Frieren is placed. Now we are turning on the mage stop auto ability, which is very good. Now we'll place Saitama. Macro knows that we don't have enough cash. It will wait till we'll have enough and it will place Saitama. Now it will try to place the Kenrod. It will place Kenrod when we'll have enough money. The same thing will go for the Ulquiorra. It's trying to place him, but it will place him only when we'll have enough money, and it will also toggle an auto ability. Now it will open up a unit manager and click upgrade all, and yeah, that's it. That was all of the macro. Now when we'll die, macro will restart all of the process and we will macro the infinite mode. You'll ask me, why not use tiny task? Imagine you have very bad internet, like very bad internet, and you are getting disconnected like every hour or something. This macro will prevent you from that. It will reopen your Roblox and go and macro again, so any possible error is not a problem for us, which is very good. And just like this, if you'll macro through the night, you will get actually bunch of soul materials, as this is the main source of soul materials right now. But this is a replayable source of soul materials. What do I mean by that? There is actually a game mode in which we can macro a lot of pearls again by using the Senya macros. So now let me open Roblox. Let's go back to our lobby and I will show you this game mode. And this is gonna be the Infinite Castle. Yeah, Infinite Castle gives you bunch of pearls. You can get 25 pearls. And that's not only it. If you'll reach that top of the leaderboards, you'll get 25 task pearls. But how are we gonna reach the top if we need to play more than 200 rooms of the Infinite Castle? Who wants to do this? Guys, who have said that we will need to do this? We will macro this. Yeah, we'll macro this using the Senya's macro. So now let's set our settings as we need them to be for the macro. Nice. Now let's turn on the macro. And yeah, as you can see, we sadly can't pick the Infinite Castle option as we don't have the paid macro version. Luckily, I do have a paid version. If you also want to get this version, just join the Senya's macros Discord server again, and there you can buy it. But now what do we need to do? We need to pick the Infinity Castle. Again, we doesn't want to use the seamless retry. I mean, we can, but better not. I will try to show you with the seamless, but I'm telling you guys, don't use seamless. Now let's click done, and here you go. We have the castle loadout. You will not have this loadout, you will have the empty blank, but this is actually my loadout, the loadout I made myself. You can find the link for this loadout in the description. You can download it from the Google Drive, and for this loadout we need only 2 units. Let's open up Roblox again. We need idol, obviously glitched idol, and Wanda of You. This unit is extremely good for macroing, as this dude can attack any enemy on the map. Like, his range is absurdly insane even from the first upgrade. We want to give him the soul of intimidation, the best soul for dark units, if not the soul of intimidation, the soul of the super strange. Obviously he has the critical skill tree, and that's it. A little update: if you don't have the Wonder of You, or you just can't beat a stage with him, you are still failing, you obviously can get other units. Kirito would actually be very good. His range is insane. So yeah, it doesn't need to be Wonder of You, but Wonder of You is a very good choice. When there is a map in which there are like no heals, you want to take units like Kirito. So yeah, now I will show you how does my macro works. Let's click that we want to beat Infinite Castle in a hard mode. Let's click done, and without moving anything, actually anything, I will just go and grind the Infinity Castle. So yeah, just like this, I'm logging on the stage. Also, interesting fact, even though I had the seamless retry turned off, macro turned it on itself, which is insane. And now what does macro do? It's placing units in random position. Yeah, it can do this. So now it finds a random position for Wonder of You. Luckily it was not a ground. Now it will upgrade idol for the upgrade 3. Now it will go and upgrade our Wonder of You for the upgrade 3 also. Then it will go and upgrade our idol till the upgrade 5. After this, it will just open the unit manager and go and upgrade all. It will also turn on the concert ability on idol. Now we'll just upgrade all, and yeah, that's it. Just like this, we can beat the Infinity Castle. The random positioning is insane. Can you do this with tiny task? No, you can't. Yeah, there is a small chance that it will not find position for your Wonder of You. In my loadout, there are 2 comments for this, so the chances are very low, but it can happen. If it will happen, it will just restart Roblox and try again. Again, you don't need to do anything. If you will get some error, you will be pinged at the Discord server, and yeah, that's kinda it. And now, when we will beat a stage, we'll just lock into the next one. Our smart macro will go for the needed position of the map, and our macro will just start over again and again. Yeah, this is, I don't know, probably the best macro for the Infinity Castle, so feel free to use it. I mean, you need to pay for it, so you're not feeling free, but I guess you got me. Anyways, now I will leave my computer like at all, and I will come back to check to which stage I managed to get using the Senya's macro. Okay, I'm back. I have showered, I have made myself some food, and by the time I was AFKing, I have reached room 54 of the Infinity Castle, which is actually insane. I'm getting all of the rewards and I don't even need to play the game. Sometimes I was just checking the chair, checking the pins, which macro did for me. I saw that it failed horribly at the Morio stage as there were no heals, so it's actually better to farm with Kirito or some other Lone Rage character, which is obviously strong. So yeah, just like this, I have seen that I have reached room 50. I went back to my device, to my PC, and here we go. Let me turn it on full screen. Without doing anything, we're getting tasty 5 pearls. I will probably just put another macro where I will go outside, maybe do some other stuff, and I will get those 20 pearls. From the leaderboards, I will get even more. So yeah, that was kinda it of the video. There is no much waves of AFK farming the pearls, only by playing the infinite modes, and as we could have seen, we can macro infinite castle to then go for the leaderboards and obtain bunch of pearls. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are wondering where is the tournament guides, it's kinda complicated, okay? It will take me some time to do it, but don't worry, it will be out on my channel. I hope you'll have a good evening or night, whatever time is for you. Take care of yourselves, guys, and peace.